5 Chinese Y-20s touch down near Moscow. 27 minutes later, the runway is a cratered fire line. If that title grabbed you, you're in the right place. We'll break down the alleged 27-minute window, and how a swarm of FPV decoys could blind layered defenses worth billions, opening a 6.4-second strike lane for MiG-29s and 48 air-to-ground shots. This is a tactical deep dive into radar saturation, jamming discipline, and timing under pressure, treated as an unverified, high-drama scenario, but packed with real lessons on defeating S-400/Buk-style nets. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
The team leader, a 21-year-old, call sign Darwin, an ace pilot of FPV suicide drones. Another mission is launched. One of dozens in a single day from this one secret location alone. FPV stands for first-person view. Like any good hunter, he's able to hit moving targets.
A narrow clock. A crowded sky. One question: how do you blind $1 billion shield long enough to land a clean punch? The window starts the moment heavy transports cross the ring. Chinese Y-20s, big bodies with slow turns, commit to the glide. Ground crews spool up. Cargo doors prep. The base runs a script. A Ukrainian ops cell watches that script like a metronome. 27 minutes from entry to unload is not a claim, it's a rhythm. They map gates, taxi nodes, and tower habits. They treat the field like a puzzle with 3 locks, radar eyes, missile teeth, and comms nerves, and plan to pick each in sequence, not all at once. But the shield is layered. S-400 search radars sweep long and high. Buk launchers sit forward to swat what slips low. Wide bands. Mixed heights. Networked queuing. Even one high-power emitter surviving the first moments can light up the scope and hand off tracks to shooters.
Darwin and his drone team personify a dramatic leap in the evolution of warfare.
Non-stop artillery shelling outside, but Darwin maintains his concentration as he flies drone mission after drone mission.
Hundreds of Ukrainian teams like this one set out each morning before first light.
Direct ingress is a gift to the defender. You feed them clear vectors. You bleed in the first mile. So they don't send a wall. They toss a curtain. 28 FPV drones break into 4 channels. The first group chats noise on the cheap, dirty bursts, side lobe stabs, crude but loud. The second hangs reflectors and throws back an echo with a bigger skin than they have any right to carry. The third spoofs with pattern loops and altitude hops that make the track look alive and hostile. The fourth is a handful of suicides, not aimed at the runway, but at the short-range guns and the radars that sit closest to the action. None of these exist to kill big game. They exist to clutter the hunt.
These new satellite images show a Russian airbase before and after the covert attacks Ukraine has dubbed Operation Spiderweb. The latest video this morning, a burning Russian truck, apparently used in a string of audacious Ukrainian drone strikes. Analysis of videos from Ukraine's special forces show a drone closing in on one of President Putin's prized long-range bombers.
Here's the math in plain terms. A radar has only so many hands. Each hand holds a track. Flood the table with small, jumpy objects and the crew has to pick which to hold and which to drop. Low RCS contacts that yaw and climb and then cut power will spawn ghosts. Filters try to clean it. Operators try to prioritize. Electronic attack forces that choice. When the scope blooms, people slow down. Systems default to safety. The net sees less, or it sees too much, which is the same problem during a rush. Timing runs the show. Drones arrive first to make search radars widen beams, shift modes, and lose some fine detail. As that happens, standoff jammers punch in, smear returns, and bend angles just enough to make angular resolution degrade. Only then do fast movers press the runway. Not in one surge, but in staggered waves that land a hit, force a reset, then land another before the reset finishes. Give a defender one problem at a time and they'll solve it. Give them 3, out of sync, and the third leaks through.
At the end of the day, the kamikaze drone evolution and revolution is happening before our eyes.
And finally, I'm sure that for FPV drones it will go as low as $1,000.
Why FPVs instead of pure strike? Cost. An FPV is a throwaway that can climb under radar lobes, hug ground, and pivot faster than a missile battery can slew. They soak up interceptors built to kill bigger threats. They trigger point defense to waste ready rounds. They scrape the paint off doctrine and lure eyeballs to the wrong sector. Every cheap body that draws a missile is money well spent when your actual kill chain needs the battery pointed the other way. The alleged choreography reads like a drill card. Decoys pull the eyes outward and upward. The MiG-29s ride a corridor that was built on terrain, beam geometry, and the known blind arcs of the net. Speed is set to cut exposure, not to max out the throttle. Altitude is chosen to dodge lobe overlap, not to stroke ego. Weapons come off in ripple, spaced just enough so each impact forces another reacquisition. First to break runway seams. Then to jam hangar doors. Then to punch at cargo choke points where a single crater locks forklifts and hoses behind steel. Here's the payoff. You don't need to crush the network. You need a clean 6.4 second lane where guidance rides free and aim point stays still long enough to land steel. Build one blind fold that lasts a breath, and a strike walks in. Next, we get into how that blind fold is stitched, what frequencies get stressed, what angles bend returns, and how you drown a sensor with noise while feeding it lies that look just real enough to earn a shot. Speed beats size. If you time the window, even a stacked air defense grid can miss the one burst that matters. So what would you do on the console, load more missiles, or stack your deck with timing and deception? Comment your choice below. If you want more hard, technical breakdowns, subscribe now. The takeaway holds whether this incident is verified or not. The side that shapes what the enemy sees captures the minutes that decide the fight. And once you control those minutes, you decide where the next breach opens and how long it stays open.